I shouldn't even have to say much about this. Were you out Thursday? You might have it. All right, so I can, the first problem you're gonna have on your test Wednesday, it's gonna be like number 1. All right, so first step, everybody knows we gotta distribute. I'll stop here and let y'all add up your like terms and go from there. All right, so like terms, I can add up this one, and this one. So I got 35 minus 16 minus 3. That's going to give us, I'm guessing, 16. 16 minus 8x equals 12. Harley, is that right? Okay. All right, now y'all move your 16 over, make it a negative 16. Combine your like terms there. Finish it up. What'd you get? 8. Do it this way. Negative 4 over negative 8, and it will keep it a fraction for you when you do it that way. All right, so positive 16, move it over is negative 16. I got that. So now when you divide both sides by negative 8, guys, if you will type that in your calculator, negative 4 on top over negative 8 on the bottom, it's going to give you your answer, positive 1/2. All right, so again, that's going to be the first problem Wednesday on your test. It's going to be just like that. Any question on that one? All right. 2 and 3 are very similar. Actually, the same kind of problems. All right, so how many answers do we get on number 2?
3.
Get 3 answers. All right. What do you do first when everything has an x in common? Well, we can't do synthetic on that one. Lewis, what I showed him Thursday, when everything has an x in common, take out an x out front, just like this. All right, so take out an x, that gives me 2x squared. Take out an x, gives me 13x. Take out an x, just gives me minus 7. All right, so we got to find 3 answers. Our extra answer, our third answer, guys, comes from this x right here. That's x equals 0. Now, to find the other answers, you guys just do quadratic formula with what's left over, and you're done. I'll give y'all just a second to do that quadratic formula and see what you get. Do quadratic with what's left. That's our first answer. I got 1/2. Second answer, I put negative 13 minus 15 on top. Start over. Negative 13 minus 15 over 4. Got negative 7. So my 3 answers are negative 7, 1/2, and 0. All right, you guys do number 3 the same exact way we did number 2, and we'll check our answers with each other. All right, so number 3 is on the board. I started it. Y'all can look at it and finish it up. All right, doing it in my head, I got negative 1/3, 3 over 2, and 0. Is that right? That's good. All right, 4, we definitely need to do 4. We only did 1 like 4 the other day. All right, so let's go to number 4. x to the fourth minus 2x squared equals 15. All right, first, look at the problem. Is it set up correctly? No, we got to bring 15 over here. All right, so that's going to make it minus 15 equals 0. So your first step, set it equal to 0. Make sure it's set equal to 0. All right, next step. We've got to factor this one, guys. Why can we not do quadratic formula? Because it's got an x4. You can only do quadratic formula when it's an x squared. So what can I factor here and here that gives me x4? It's got to be x2 and x2. That's the only way we can start this one. All right, what are my factors I can times together and get 15? 3 and 5. Which one's positive, which one's negative? Negative 5 plus 3 is the only way you're going to get negative 2. Good, so that works that way. Write that down, I'll show you how to finish it. All right, so if we move plus 3 over, that's going to be negative 3, and if you move negative 5 over, that's going to be positive 5. All right, write them down. All right, anybody remember how we get rid of this square right here? Take the square root. All right, so we got a problem. First of all, it's a negative. Can't have a negative. Bring it out, it makes it a positive. But you have to have, when you bring your negative out, it becomes an I, right? So root 3 will not simplify, so I've got I root 3 there. I've got negative I root 3 there. Don't forget it's plus or minus. Anytime you have a square root, 2 answers from that side. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, take a square root, take a square root. Root 5. Will it simplify? Nope. So I got positive root 5 and I got negative root 5 because of the plus or minus. That's how you get 4 answers on this problem. And I'm going to show you 5 and then maybe y'all can do 6 by yourself. You guys are done with the front, we're going to finish the back. Work ahead. All right, number 5, I got x minus 5 root x plus 6. All right, so we did these on the warm-up. If you have a square root of x in the middle, you've got to start each answer with the square root of x. All right, that's your clue on that one on how to start it. Okay, we need factors of 6. So your options are 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. All right, well, look, our signs have to be the same, right? They both have to be a minus. There's no question about that. I've got it written up here for you guys who were out Thursday. When your second sign's a positive, signs have to be the same. If your second sign's a minus, they got to be different. The only way I can add up and get 5 is 2 and 3. That's the only thing that's going to work on this one. I know 6 minus 1 is positive 5 and 1 minus 6 is negative 5, but the signs have to be the same, so you got to do it this way. All right, so I got root x equals positive 2 and root x equals positive 3. All right, so how did I finish this one a few minutes ago on the warm-up? Square both sides, this answer's 4. Square both sides, this answer's 9. Now, do I have to throw out either one of these answers? No. When's the only time you got to throw out one of the answers? If one's a negative before you square it, you throw it out. So these two are good. All right, so y'all should be able to do number 6. I got you started on 6 on the board. See if you can finish it. be negative 9, that would be positive 6, square both sides. And I got 81 here and 36 here. Which one do I throw out because it doesn't work? 81. 81 had the negative, throw it out. You only got one answer on number 6. All right, so you guys, y'all's assignment is finish the back 11 through 15. We'll check them. Might give you a little quick heads up and show you 12 just because I need to show one for the video anyway. All right, so let's do 12 first on the back, then I'll sit down and let you finish. All right, so you guys who missed the quiz, Sarah, you missed the quiz Friday. The only problems that are on the quiz are like 7, 8, 9, and 10, where you do synthetic division. The only thing that's different here is, you have to figure out that you got to put a -2 in the box. All right, so number 12. What goes in the box on number 12? How do we figure it out? Y'all set this equal to 0. I move over -1. That's a positive 1. I divide. I got 1/2. 1/2 in the box. Is this the same number 12 y'all got? All right, so some of you guys forgot on the quiz Friday, when you have a fraction in the box, there's something you have to do to these numbers before you bring them down. What is it? You got to divide by 2, so that becomes a 1. -1/2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is -2. All right, so now you guys do synthetic division and finish it up from there. Bring 1 down. 1/2 times 1. Guys, if you get a 0 there, just leave it. 1/2 times 0 is 0. Half of 4 is 2. Okay, we know that we've done this right because the last column canceled out. I got x squared, 0x plus 4. So I'm just going to write x squared plus 4 equals 0. All right, you cannot factor that. If it was x squared minus 4, difference of squares you could factor. Cannot factor that. So I need y'all to do quadratic formula with that, and we'll check our answers. It's probably going to get an I in your answer, I'm guessing. All right, so do quadratic on that, and we'll check it. Started. All right, my A is 1. Guys, you don't have an x right here in the middle, so you're missing the b term. So b you're going to plug in is 0. So I got 0 plus or minus 0 minus 4 times 1 times 4 over 2. All right, I got you started if you were stuck. Let's see if you can finish it. Let's see where y'all got stuck. All right, here, if you plug this in your calculator, you guys are getting the square root of -16, right? All right, so if the square root of positive 16 is 4, negative 16 is going to be 4i. So I've got 0 plus or minus 4i over 2. All right, last step, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Remember, if you get an I, you're not going to be able to finish it on your calculator. You just divide them all by 2. So that's going to become, that stays 0, 2i over 1. So it's really just plus or minus 2i. If you want to write it over 1, you can. You don't have to.